Hi, guys. How are you today? Time to talk housewives. We've got so much to talk about. It's not even funny, you guys. So, we're going to talk today about a Candiace admitting on social media that she wanted to take her own life. That's serious. Then we're going to talk about Askale not being invited to the reunion only at the last minute. I'll give you the details on that. We're going to talk about this robbery yet again. PK is in the media talking about it again. Dorit's giving her side of the story. We're going to talk about Teddy morphing into Kyle. That's scary now, isn't it? We're going to talk about that. We got some exclusive news about Whitney. And then we're going to talk about, oh my gosh, the explosive of them all, Mary Cosby alleged affair. This is woo! This is insane, people. It is insane. So let me go ahead, play my intro, allow more people into the room, and then we'll get right into it. Hi, guys. How are you? Okay, so listen, we got a lot to talk about, people. A lot. A lot of stories crammed into one. I could have made these two videos, but it all came in at the last minute. But let's talk about the stuff earlier that we were going to talk about. Here goes Perry. Hold on. Hey, Perry.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Perry, how could you possibly be late? I always tell you an hour before we go on. What's up?
I was taking care of the dog.
No, you were not.
Yeah, I really was.
You don't listen to what I say. You're just like, whatever. Gabor's got the night off. We're going to miss him. We always miss him. And before we get into it, let me go ahead and if you haven't already signed up for Perry's hotline, don't forget to do it. It's a way for you to give us tips, for us to give you tips, and, having a direct contact with us, right?
It's just a way for us to hang out. It's free.
And, yeah, and I have to say it's free. People think it's not free. It's free because people think it's not free because I give the area code, but it's free. And the number is area code 702-553-3288. It's the hottest place in town, people.
Yep.
There. Is that better, Perry? Is
That's
it
good.
better?
I like it. I need the go-go dancers dancing when you say that.
Wow. Okay. Something wrong with Perry. All right. Let me put up the link and then we'll get right into it. Hold on. Okay, there you go. Okay, so let's start with this Candiace Dillard situation. Okay. People have not been liking Candiace, okay, except for Gabor. I think he's about the only one. They don't like the way that she treats people. She's getting worse, if you ask me, in my opinion. According to the rumors, she was doing it on purpose. She wants to be the next bitch in her series and whatnot. So, but she was getting hack about it. Hack. She was getting
Flat.
flack. There you go.
Yeah.
Long day about it on social media. And someone posted, let me put this on there. To Candiace, they're saying, you hurt people. You have no idea the hurt and anguish you cause. Please stop making fun of people's flaws. Please. This is an honest cry for help. Please stop, Candiace, with your nastiness, your immaturity. I'm going to add that in there. And your lameness. Okay? Stop. We're over it. And this is how she replied to someone on social media. I'm not making this up. Read along with me. Let me make it bigger so people can see what I'm saying. She said, girl, shut up. I'm not lying. Do you see right here? Girl, shut up. When you're on anxiety meds and praying to God, you don't take your own life because of the hurt and lies that people like you, and she put you in all capitals, perpetrate because you don't like me on a TV show. Come talk to me. Until then, actually shut the F up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know about you, but most people that are worried about taking their own life, they don't talk like this.
Yeah.
Okay? They do not talk like this. Candiace.
It's nice to know she on anxiety medicine. She on.
Period. Why is
Well,
that
no, I'm
nice?
just saying. I mean, she said it herself.
Look at Todd. Wow, she needs therapy. I
Okay.
mean, didn't she go for therapy when she was doing the Post-it notes and all of that? It's if anybody felt any kind of sympathy for her last year with the Post-it notes and the Monique, what Monique did to me, that's all gone. You have shown over and over again you are not a nice person. Okay, I don't. Oh, Gabor's here. I can say it. The girl gets on my damn nerves. Okay. I don't feel sorry for her. If anything, I felt sorry for that person that was talking to you, trying to help you, trying to let you know you're a nasty person. I don't know what to do with her. I don't know. Chris isn't around to, reel her back in. I mean, look at this. She's full of. Let's see. Yeah. Freddie said, too sensitive for TV. Too sensitive, Freddie, or she's just a liar. Too much lying for TV. She is a faker. She was not hurt last season when Monique almost pulled her wig off. She was not hurt. She wanted sympathy. Okay, people, sympathy. If you were really that upset where you had to have sticky notes, you'll be okay. Just pray through it. You'll get through this. She's not acting like that this season. She is who called her a bully? It was oh wow, thank you for the super chat. Oh, look, I like Candiace, but she needs to get off Twitter.
Okay.
Twitter is dangerous to these reality TV stars. It really is dangerous, okay? It's dangerous. Perry, do you feel a little bit of sympathy for her? No one wants anybody to take their own life.
No, I think it all comes from like a child. It stems from childhood somewhere.
What? Okay.
I mean, when I watch it from afar, like I do, and a lot of people might think Chris the problem. No, I think she's her own problem, where she want to be independent, but don't truly know how to. That's why she lived off her mother allegedly, and want to fake a family when she really, what I'm saying? All this stuff and so she's mad at the universe.
Perry, now Chris already said he wanted to kick your ass.
Well, I know.
This is not helping things.
Yeah. I mean, and she want to be independent, but it's one thing to want something, but to accomplish it is something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm just reporting what's going on in the blogs today. I really do not care about Candiace. So now that Gabor's gone, we're going to have a field day when I start taking calls. Okay. Let's move on to my next story. This PK thing. This is the third day in a row I've been talking about PK. Oh, I can't take it anymore. Let's see. Let me put it on the screen. Okay. So I told you guys, I just didn't believe the story. I'm sorry. I really don't. He posted and then, she came out earlier today and she said that what happened to her was traumatizing. She's trying to get through it. She feels like she survived because she remained calm. We saw the video the previous day. So were the robbers, extremely calm. Okay. I'm sorry. This is what PK posted on his social media today. He says, it's quite lengthy. He says, how I feel about Dorit and the way she handled things in my absence, beautifully summarized in a note from a dear friend. Dearest PK, my brother, I know you and Dorit are both recovering from a truly terrible, life-threatening ordeal, so don't wish to intrude on your healing process. I'm sure will take some time. I just wanted to send you this note to say how incredibly proud of Dorit, my wife, and I are. Okay, I guess he wrote this letter. I grew up in a tough neighborhood during an extremely turbulent time. So first had experience of violent assault. I trained in combat sports all of my life and understand a little about fear management and expectations of how we will react versus reality. What Dorit did was in the face of death. Oh, okay. Let's be clear. This is often exactly the outcome when armed assailants break into a house. Was nothing short of remarkable. To remain composed and focused on protecting your beautiful children under attack is something very few men and women could and would do. People often talk about how they would react and when faced with violence, but all the theatrical courage leaves them when staring down the barrel of a gun. Your wife is a remarkable woman who not only survived a terrifying situation, but protected her children while doing so. I know you are helping her through the recovery process, and PTSD often takes months and sometimes longer to subside. Your love for each other is unbreakable, and over time will heal this great pain. We just wanted her and you to know that she stared down the devil while both your children slept in the next room, and she didn't blink. Were they there?
You know what makes him mad about
the woman? Hold on, it goes on. What a woman! What a mother! What a wife you have, my friend. If anything can do to, if there's anything we can do to help in any way, anytime, just call. We love you both. That's sweet, right, Perry?
You know, if it was a true story, okay, like for somebody to make light, real people actually go through burglaries. They get robbed for real.
Okay.
And it's not historic if you fake a burglary and you staring down a barrel of nothing. I'm just saying, in my opinion, right? So, and then what the hell he recovering from? Jet lag? Wasn't his ass in England?
Someone is waving me down backstage. I think that's my buddy. Hold on. Andrew!
Hey, what's up, Andrew?
Andrew!
Hello, you two. Long time no see.
How are you?
I am fantastic. I don't know about you two lovely people tonight.
I'm doing pretty good. A little upset about PK raising my blood pressure.
We share the same resentment towards him, I have to say.
Why?
Okay, let me just be honest real quick here. If this robbery was real, which it's not, and me and Sharrell were talking about later because we're going to talk about this, they would have pulled their contract off the show. They would have said, "Nope, we're done." And they didn't. This show was the reason they were robbed, and I'm sorry to say that. And instead of taking your letter and ripping up that contract and say, "Hey, you put my family's life at risk," you didn't. You sat there and you didn't.
You're saying the person that they should have been mad at was the TV show because promoting where they live and things like that?
Oh, yeah, because let me just say this. I do all my research. I find documents for everything. If you guys go on my YouTube channel, you'll see I can find out where they live, their political donations, if they took out a PPP loan, and I can find out all that stuff. And I'm just someone on the internet. So imagine what people can do with highly advanced skills in coding, what they can find out, you know?
Now, but did you say something on your channel about this is not the first robbery?
This is not. If you remember in season 9, before the whole Lucy, Apple Juicy, whatever you want to call it, fake storyline of the downfall of Lisa Vanderpump, Dorit was telling Erica about how her house got robbed. You know, the one at the old Beverly Hills house. And then Erica shared, oh, our house got robbed too. Everything was stolen. And then it kind of spurred off into the fact, oh, Kyle's house was robbed. Now, what do all of these things have in common?
What?
Guess who they were all insured by?
Who? What?
Teddy Mellencamp's husband. Now, I'm not saying
Wait a minute.
anything.
Stop, Andrew. What are you trying to say here?
I'm not saying anything, but I'm just saying it's a little fishy that all these people have had their house broken into and all of their luxury designer goods and jewelry stolen, and it's all been one company. Now, does that make me a villain? Who knows? Does it make me an observant viewer? Yes, it does.
People are agreeing with you. So they've had their house robbed before? This will be the second robbery?
Oh, yeah, and something tells me it might not be the second. I think we should all look at PK had a
say. Okay, we don't want anyone to get robbed, not once.
We do not condone violence. Twice. We do not condone this at all, but I'm just saying.
Did you see the tape? Did you see when he broke the window, the alarm did
yeah.
not go off?
Yeah.
You're getting praise in the audience, like they say. I mean,
Thank you.
but it is very, very weird that Teddy's husband has something to do with all of the burglaries. That's weird.
Sharrell, that reminds me of one of my most favorite videos we ever did with you, and it was when Teddy got fired. Maybe we should make Teddy a new name. Let's find a new name for Teddy, everybody. Kyle Richards wannabe, the Lost Richards sister. I like the Lost Richards sister the best. I don't know about everyone else.
Listen, that brings me to my next story here. I was gonna say, has anyone noticed that Teddy Mellencamp is morphing? I'm not joking. Let me put this on the screen. Take a guess. Who do you think she's morphing into, Andrew? I'm gonna put it on the screen. If you had to guess who she's morphing into.
The lost child of Kathy, of a big Kathy.
No. Kyle, look at this picture. This is Teddy Mellencamp. Why is she trying to? She's morphing into Kyle. Now, I don't mean to be mean, but Perry, doesn't this look like Kyle?
Yeah, I mean, actually, yeah. I mean, she's definitely trying to go for the look and shape and everything. She actually can look a little better, but I think Kyle got a better shape.
Oh, but she's trying. Perry, stop. Perry. My point being is that she's always around for every burglary. No offense, I'm just saying. All right, she's around for every burglar. She's at every party. She wants to. If you ask me,
did Kyle get burglarized too?
Yes, she did. And it was highly publicized on the show that
Kyle's house got broken into.
Yup, the brand new Encino home, the one that they were currently in before Teddy's husband got a chance to put in the security system. I mean, and they admitted to that publicly. Ignorance is bliss.
Okay, we're just going to put the facts. That's all we're going to do. We're not going to even judge. We're going to say this is the second burglary.
So Teddy could be morphing into Kyle. She could be wearing Kyle clothes.
Harry.
That was stolen. Oh, I'm just saying. I don't know.
That's so ridiculous. Also,
now, Perry, I'm imagining Teddy orchestrating the robbery, just like, okay, this is what I want out of Kyle's closet. I want to be just like her.
I got to have it. I just got to have it.
Money can't buy
I've been
happiness.
watching your channel a lot lately. What's it called? Shout it out.
Oh, it's Andrew's Lifestyle, the same as right here, as my username on here. We've got some great stories, and some great tea. Yeah.
So I was going to go over. I'm glad you're actually here. What made you call in? I'm glad you called in, because I was going to go over some stories about Salt Lake City.
Well, there is something I've been wanting to talk about, because if you guys know me, I have a small little channel, but there's a story I feel that needs to get some big publicity, some big rollout.
What's that?
And it's about Whitney's husband. Now, we have seen Whitney being this guardian angel this season, this whole goody girl act. But what I think we fail to realize is that her husband is part of multi-level marketing at the highest level. He is orchestrating what is basically essentially known as a Ponzi scheme, but legal here in the United States. And Sharrell, I sent you an email with all this factual evidence, as well as when he was sued, when he was mentioned on a lawsuit for his company by the Supreme Court of Connecticut.
Wait, stop. This is overwhelming. First of all, you sent me an email. Let me go over there. You did? Let me see.
Yep. And then I also sent you Justin's LinkedIn so you can see that he admits to working for these companies, and also how it's called direct-to-consumer marketing.
Okay, I didn't get the email, so just explain it to me. What are you saying that he's doing illegal? How can a Ponzi scheme be legal?
Basically, it can be legal in this way where consumers buy products from these companies. You've got your LuLaRoe, your Vantage Life, your Herbalife, and he works for Vantage Life. Mm-hmm. And you guys can look at his LinkedIn. It's Justin Rose. And basically, they sell things to people to sell at a markup. Now, what you have to do is you have to spend a certain amount of money every month to still be a part of these businesses, whether that's $5,000, $10,000 a month. And it's the promise of still bringing in money. Now, but these are so damaging to people because people, unless you're in like the top 2%, you rarely make $5,000, and that is publicly disclosed. So Whitney's and Justin's home is built off the money that's not really theirs, and money that was
You're
obtained
saying
kind of in
that
a
we
dirty
possibly
way.
could add another almost possible unethical person to the list of, the Erica Girardis, the Teresa Giudice. I mean, do you think Bravo knows?
I think they have to. I really think they have to. Justin made it so easy for anyone to find this information out, And this is not attacking anyone. If you know someone who you love, or maybe yourself are involved in companies like this is not a direct attack on you. It's the fact that this is the man at the top, and he has been mentioned on many lawsuits. And also, these companies make it very hard to sue them. So when you're sued by one, it's because you really messed up. Now, if you notice in the lawsuit, once his wife was announced that he was going to be on the show, the lawsuit was dropped. His name was dropped off that lawsuit once Whitney was announced that she was going to be on that show. Coincidence? I think so.
I'm hearing so many crazy things about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So have you been watching it?
Oh, every single week, girl. I've got my popcorn and yeah.
Okay, so there's a guy on the show, this black gentleman, I cannot remember his name, that warned Meredith to be careful of Mary. So I'm hearing, tell me if you heard any of this.
I have. I've also heard that he's no longer with us.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Passed away.
It's not funny.
No, he passed away. I heard he passed away. But did you hear the biggie? What happened before he passed away?
No, I did not.
Allegedly, he had an affair with Mary. This is what's going on. And that was one of the things that he was so upset about. He's married, and that the story was getting out. And then also, have you heard that Mary is running a cult?
I have heard that, believe it or not. I have.
People are saying, and that she has people call her God.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I heard that.
But do we know for a fact that she can say God? She can't say etiquette properly. I'm sorry. That might be very terrible of me, but I don't. Can she really be a church leader when she can't pronounce words properly? I'm sorry. That may be terrible. Yeah, you know what? Mary, banish me to hell. I don't know. I don't care.
Okay, hold on. Let me read this super chat. Andrew is crazy. Why didn't the alarm system go off? Did anyone shut the alarm off so it wouldn't wake the kids up, they meant? Or is it one of Teddy's husband's botched wiring? Just asking and wondering. That whole thing. And now that you're telling me, and you're for sure that this is the second robbery.
I am 100% for sure. They've disclosed it on the show. I mean, oh, my goodness.
Mary says, this is too good having Rich Andrew back on Sharrell's World. I love it. Oh, thank you, Mary. Did you hear that, Andrew?
Yes, I did.
I mean, you're 100% sure that this is the second robbery, and all of the cast members were related, had something to do with Teddy's, who's morphing into Kyle's husband's security company?
Absolutely. And this doesn't seem shady to anyone that this man can't secure, I don't know, a rock to a pole at this point. Because with all these robberies, like, I'm sorry, money laundering are up. Security company should be named.
Well, what do you say? You're saying that at best he seems incompetent. Like you're alarmed. You're alarmed.
I mean, what we're really going to believe here? Like everyone, do you know how easy it is? Everyone can buy an ADT system. ADT could do a better job here. Maybe you should put those signs up. You know, they say signs do the most. Maybe you should put a sign up saying we're secured by ADT.
It's the third insider jobs in Beverly Hills and Encino. I mean, these robberies, I don't even want to be insensitive. They're suspicious.
But he makes more off the failure of the alarm than security.
Perry, don't say it. Perry,
I'm only saying.
Okay, listen. I talked about Askale. Did I talk about Askale?
No.
He's been cracking me up. Okay, so listen. I don't know if you've heard this also, Andrew, is Askale was not invited to the reunion. Okay. Yeah. She was only asked 4 days before the reunion to come on. They didn't want her on at all. There was a problem with Mia. Mia was upset because she thought G was upset that the way that they handled him on the show. Basically, call him a dirty old man, for doing all. Remember?
Yeah.
So
that's my boy, though.
So now, so she barely made the show. So she came on in the big pink bow and whatnot. And to me, she didn't even say 2 words. I don't know why she's on the show. I really don't. I don't think they're going to invite her back. But now she's so now I feel like she's trying to secure a spot back on the show. Now she's out talking trash about Mia. Let me see if I can put. Yeah. Okay. First of all, Perry, do we want Askale back?
No.
Andrew, do we want Askale back?
No, I do not care for her. I do not
No,
care for her.
Why?
Okay, let me just end this conversation really quickly. And it's not because for any other reason besides Askale. Literally, it would be more interesting to see Monique's exterior of her house during the filming of The Real Housewives of Potomac than it would be to see Askale come back. I'm sorry. It would be more interesting to see that ex-cast member's house than watch Askale come back.
I have gotten my Askale notes mixed up of what she said today about Mia. So I'll have to come back to that. I got to look for that. I just don't want her back either. She sucks. She was supposed to allegedly been Candiace's replacement. No, we could not replace Candiace with Askale. Askale, and they should have thought of something else if they thought that Mia wasn't going to make the reunion instead of bringing Askale. I don't like her.
Also,
maybe somebody can break in Askale's house or something.
Can we please petition to change the name?
I mean, she needs some help here.
I'm sorry. Can we please petition to change the name of that show? Because again, it's not Potomac. It should really be The Real Housewives of the DMV. Because I'm sorry.
I think only Karen lives in Potomac, and Mia just moved to Potomac, and that's it. Yeah.
So
I had heard this rumor. Have you heard this, Andrew? About there's a petition started to get rid of Andy Cohen.
And yes, and I am happy to say I was one of those people who signed it.
Oh my God. Did you?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm sick of that washed up, tweety old queen parading himself every single night, being drunk on Bravo. I'm sorry. It's not a good look.
Did you just call Andy Cohen a queen?
A tweety old queen. Yes, I did.
Andrew, you are bad. Let me start taking some phone calls.
In the comments section. I'm sorry. I can tell you that already.
What's up, Diva?
Hey. What do you think about what Andrew's saying that they have been robbed before?
I think I did hear that. I think I do remember that. As you know, so much goes on and I watch so many of them. I would have to go back and watch the seasons over again, but I do remember them all talking about robbery. That's what makes this even worse though, right? So your friend has been robbed, you've been robbed before, and now you get robbed again and you get caught with your alarm not on and not working, you get an F. So if you were robbed before, you know Kyle was robbed, wouldn't you have extra security in your home to make sure that it doesn't happen to you and doesn't happen again? But I think I do remember that when she said the old house
got robbed, Andrew. Who was it?
Kyle, Erica, as well as Dorit as well. And then I think a couple others have been robbed. I just can't remember them off the top of my head.
Does it worry?
That makes it worse. That makes it worse, right? You know all your friends were robbed. You were robbed before, and you have no alarm on your house with all of that merchandise in it. It's just insanity. It makes it worse.
And your best friend, Teddy, husband owns a security system.
I wouldn't even be speaking to her right now or her husband.
Like, I mean, maybe the whole panel looking at it the wrong way. Look at it from a different light. If you was robbed once and it paid off more by being robbed, then you would welcome being robbed again.
I think nothing is more than a storyline, in my opinion, and I think that's what it just gave.
There you go. So many people are surprised to see you, Andrew. Say hi.
Yeah, I
My
was
goodness.
too, actually.
Thank you.
Did you used to
everyone.
watch when Andrew used to come on?
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. And if you guys like it, feel free to follow my YouTube channel. I make short videos. They're like no longer than 5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
That used to be fun. It's really crazy. Let's talk about this Mary Cosby for a second, Diva. It's being alleged that she had an affair with the guy. And do you remember his name?
I don't, because that's one of the ones that I see it when I see it. I'm not that vested in it, but I've been starting to watch again because of the arrest. So,
Yeah.
it's more interesting. I don't, but I wouldn't put it past her.
So listen. Let me read this really quick. I'm clutching my knockoff pearls. It's Rich Andrew. P.S. Those men are some guys PK hired from the corner of a Home Depot. Now you are so wrong for that.
You know what that story is sounding like? Remember that guy? What was that show where he said they robbed him, they put a noose around his neck? I forgot the name of the show, but
Empire. It was the Jesse Smollett
Empire.
dude.
Jesse Smollett. It's starting to have some feeling of that going on with these people that robbed her, because I thought she said at first the 3 people was in her house, but then we saw the 2 people in the video and the other one seemed like they stayed outside the house. It's just crazy.
Well, that's crazy too, but I want to get back to this Mary Cosby story, because this is what I'm being told, that Mary allegedly had an affair with this guy. And then he comes up dead. I believe it, brain surgery. I hope they're not trying to correlate the two. Have you heard that he passed away?
I did hear
that Mary has a really dark side, that she stole the money from her mother and, the rest of the family. She cut everybody out the will. What's wrong with Bravo? Like, this is you're banging grandpa.
Yeah.
I think when Bravo started out, they really wanted us to see, the people that live behind the gates. And then, but as I was reading the book, I didn't finish yet. A lot of people they approached, they were like, no. And some of them were saying no because of things that happened to Dorit. They didn't want anything to happen to their family. They just,
the things that happened to Dorit.
Like Dorit got robbed, right? So some of them were refusing to go on the show because they was afraid. They was like, I don't want anything to happen to my kids. I don't, So they everybody they approached didn't say yes. They got a lot of no's from people. So I'm thinking that after a while, they just started taking whoever they could get. They didn't care if the people had money, didn't have money, or where the money came from, or what the background story was. It was like, we're building another franchise in this city. If you say yes, we'll take you. I really feel like they started doing that, and that's why we're getting anybody and whoever, and people with made up stories and made up lives,
or crooked people like Mary. Right. I don't trust Mary. I know people are trying to normalize sleeping with grandpa, and everyone's over it. I'm not over it. Like, I'm back behind on a couple super chats. Let me see. Oh, I'm so happy to see Andrew on the panel. QK said Andrew had a falling out with Sharrell. Ooh, I argued otherwise, and it looks like I was right. QK with the lies. Who's QK? Again, happy to see you. We fell out, Andrew? Let's read it. I have another one. Love your show, Sharrell, Perry, and Gabor. Crack me up. Much love to Corey, Nina, Lola. They're coming up. Ruth, Gray Hair Diva, and Freddie. Rich Andrew, so good to see. Rich Andrew, these people are going berserk because you're back.
Thank you, everyone. I've never felt more loved.
But you know what, Diva? I'll say this though. I think when they started that show in Utah, people was curious what happened behind the gate. Now we starting to see what really happened behind the gate, why they can afford to live behind the damn gate. And as far as what Sharrell was like, oh, well, what's wrong with Mary? Mary, in my opinion, is a thieving freak.
Oh, Perry.
Yeah.
So, because, I don't heard numerous of stories. I heard that she would just bang anything, even somebody banging the drums. You know what I'm saying? I think she would just do it.
Yeah. And now this possible Whitney's husband's actions are questionable. Should I put it that way, Andrew? They're questionable. And then you've got Jen Shaw, who's a alleged thief. I'm not going to put that title on her just yet. But when you have the SWAT team coming to pick you up, there's you're not so innocent.
That was crazy.
It was crazy. Wasn't it
That was
crazy?
insane.
You would think they were capturing Pablo Escobar.
Hi, Lola.
Hey, Lola.
Hey, y'all. What's that?
What did you want to talk about? Do we want to talk about Askale trying to?
I don't give a damn about Askale. She's boring as hell. She's irrelevant to me. I'm sorry.
What you want to talk about?
What I want to talk about is, first of all, I don't care about Dorit no more in her robbery. I mean, my mother was told me, you lie with dogs, you don't catch fleas. She's hanging out with cows, home stealing ass. Erica's lying, cheating, settlement money taking ass. What do you expect her to do? She hangs out with criminals, she's gonna be a criminal. Point blank, period.
Yeah.
My other point is to Candiace specifically. So I didn't get a chance the other day to come on and talk about this, but I don't know if y'all noticed, but Andy handed her pink slip. So y'all know when y'all don't behave at work, y'all get handed a pink slip, and that's a warning you're gonna get fired. So when he called her out, telling her where has it gotten you so far with the way you speak to people?
Yep.
That was one. Yep. He looked passionate about that. Like when he was speaking to her, he was like, listen, I'm fed up about this. And then also he mentioned how he wakes up every day with people wanting to fire her, and they actually give an actual reason, good reason to fire her. And it's her mouth and how she goes for the white meat. And she gave a perfect example. For Ashley, she was like, your big ass head. Ashley didn't even say anything to her in the moment. You just came out her for no reason. That's what they're talking about. And Giselle was right. She deserves to get her ass whooped again. Sorry, Gabor, but your girl deserves to get her ass beat again. Because if you can't nut, don't fuck. That's it.
Well, I'm glad you're shy. You're shy about that. Let's take another caller. Hi, Sebastian.
Hi, Sharrell. Hi, everyone.
How are you?
Hi.
I'm good, and you guys?
What's wrong?
I'm good, and how are you guys?
We're okay. What did you want to sound off on today?
Candiace. Candiace needs to go. Candiace needs to go. And
Tell
the thing
Sebastian.
is, I want Charisse to come back, because I want to see how Charisse is dealing with her life.
You
she's divorced and everything. And I want Monique to come back too.
I want Monique and Mia to team up and kick her ass. That's what I want.
Yes.
Andrew, do you know anything about Charisse?
Yes, I do. Okay, for those of you who just want a brief refresher on, or you still don't forgot who I am, I actually live in Potomac, unlike half of those housewives. And I know for a fact that Charisse's house is still up for sale in the 20854. So if anybody would like to purchase a house right off River Road, Charisse's home, a little dilapidated, a little in despair, you can fix it up. It's a little bit of a
not the house with the champagne room. How is a house with a champagne room dilapidated or whatever you just said?
Dilapidated. It's been sitting on the market for a while and no one's been really living in it, so the paint chips, but it's got a beautiful champagne room. And I would love to see Charisse back
on. You did not see chip paint. Andrew, stop.
I'm sorry. Right.
But let me tell you what I heard about Charisse. I heard that it was proved in court that Charisse used her children's this is what college fund for her own use. So this made her take a big loss during the divorce. I'm hearing that Charisse had to move out of Potomac. You're right, Andrew, and that she now lives in a townhome. And if I don't remember, I think they said in Baltimore, or it could have been Bethesda, but a huge step down for what she used to be.
The kids' college fund? Oh my.
It's so dirty.
That is dirty. You know what, Candiace, I don't totally dislike her. And what Andy was saying, if you notice when Andy told her that, was giving her all the reasons, like he tired of waking up to tweets about her being fired. She said, well, you get tweets about Robin and you still keeping her here. And then Andy has to take this in mind. There's a lot going on about him now saying be fired. So do you want to listen to the people, or do you want to just, judge me for who I am? And Candiace also said at that reunion, which was a good point, right? She said, everybody else runs their mouth, but when I run my mouth, they pretty much want to take her out for it. I don't agree with everything that she says, right? Because she's very mouthy, but at the same time, that's what they're hired to do. And so
she's going too far with it.
There's levels to it. Like you can't argue with someone on a light level and then go for the jugular. Like there's level to this. You know what I mean?
Let Sebastian speak. He's being very quiet. Go ahead, Sebastian.
She's going for people's mothers. Mia never talked about her mother. She talked to her mother, but never talked about her mother. And I think she's gonna have to leave to save her marriage because, like, as she said, her in-laws are watching this show and they're seeing how her mother Dorothy is giving her opinions on Chris, and she's gonna have to leave this to save her marriage.
Another super chat. I'm with you, Sharrell. There is a girl code for friends. Sexing grandpa's man.
Oh, wow.
Juries. Hashtag Rich Andrew T. I mean, I'm not trying to down Mary, but you are on a television show and we judge what we see. And I'm never going to get over you blowing grandpa. That's gross.
Wait, what?
Freaks me out.
What'd you say, Sharrell?
Blowing grandpa.
Well, we all know someone gave it up. Someone gave it up at some time.
If Sharice did spend her kids' tuition to support her lifestyle, that's low budget.
That's terrible.
Where's Katie?
I want to say something really quickly, just to make sure that people don't point out that it was a race thing. I want to completely denounce Luann de Lesseps because she did the same exact thing.
She did.
She did the same exact thing. So I don't want to hear anyone basically saying that, oh, this and this, or it's living up to a stereotype, because let's be honest, a White House wife did it too, and she got away with it.
And she got locked up.
Period. Sebastian, did you have anything to add to the conversation?
Where's Katie? Like, nobody has heard from Katie. Katie from season 1.
Oh, we've heard from Katie.
I heard Katie's on drugs. Is it true?
What did you hear?
I heard Katie's on drugs. Is that true?
Well, I heard the last incident. And Andrew, you tell me if you hear this. Andrew knows a lot of scoop. I don't know
how he's on the comics, so he know the tea.
He does. That she got into an argument with her mom. Did you guys hear this? The mom kicked her out the car and left her. Katie was crying and saying that her mom battered her. It was a big thing. Perry, you don't know. Andrew, do you think Katie's on drugs, or does she suffer from mental health?
Okay, well, let's be very clear. Her kids were kind of taken away from her after she was kicked off the show. And there were a lot of problems. Well, Katie just wasn't asked back. She was like, well, you're not really all that interesting. We aren't going to bring you back as a full-time housewife. And they're kind of, and I don't want to say, and I'm not trying to self-diagnose anyone, but what it looks like was a mental breakdown or a Britney moment in 2007. I mean, she shaved her head.
Yeah. Remember that?
What I just want to say is the fact that I think Bravo made the right choice by not exploiting Katie's mental instability, and for that I think Bravo should be commended because it's the first right thing they've ever done when it comes to a show like this.
That's a good point.
But I have heard that, and I just think Katie's dealing with a lot of things mentally, and her kind of being a starlight in the Bravo world, you know.
It was sad. Did you see the picture when she had the miscarriage? And she was laying in the blood on the floor. And
wow.
Oh wait, wow! I missed this. When was this?
Oh,
February.
Yeah, okay, it was a while back.
Okay.
She was laying. She just has a problem. I'm very careful about what I say about Katie. Sebastian, did you have anything else to say? Any last words?
Robin needs to go.
Yeah, wow.
I agree with that.
Sebastian, okay.
No, he's right.
Thank you for calling in. I appreciate the call. Take care.
Don't you think, Sharrell, maybe Askale should get a second chance? I mean, she's beautiful. We gave Drew a second chance from Roa. I mean, I know she had to because she had a 2-year contract. But can we give Askale one more chance? Let's see what she does.
Terry, can we give Askale a second chance?
I guess you can. I mean, we gave Robin plenty of chances, and she's still there.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Hi, Dustin. Can you hear us?
Yeah, you can hear me, can't you?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry about yesterday. I don't know.
Yeah, my AirPod quit working.
Oh, okay. What did you want to sound off today?
I think that Askale needs to go. I think they need to redo the show, recast it.
I'm going to ask everybody on the panel here. Is there a chance that we're wrong about Dorit?
I don't think so.
No.
I think you're right.
I mean, it's possible.
No,
I guess it's possible to get struck by lightning sitting in your lazy boy too. But I don't. You know.
I want to talk to Canelo about Salt Lake City.
Hey,
They're
Canelo,
like
I
the
can't find
weirdo
your
one.
channel. What's your channel name?
It's right there on the screen. I want to spell it because if I spell it, I may misspell it.
Well, I can't find it.
Right there.
Canelo, you love Salt Lake City.
Oh, you know it.
You were trying to convince everyone to watch it. You said
And I still am. Y'all ain't taking my bag. Still
you have to admit there's some nut jobs on the cast, right?
Very much.
Sharrell, when is your next podcast?
I already put it up. I put it up today, right, Perry?
I didn't get it.
It was yesterday. Yesterday, I think.
It should be there. And then I'm going to do another one tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to do it.
I have to look at it again. I don't think I haven't.
It should be there. But anyway, I'll talk to you about it later, Dustin. Okay. What do you have to say about this alleged affair that Mary she showed a huge disdain for Robert Sr. Can we say that?
I have a question.
Yeah, I think so.
Go ahead, Lola. Didn't she say she don't like black people? She don't like black men? So how was she having an affair with a black man?
She didn't like Perry.
No, she said she don't like black men. Remember that? She said that.
If she goes into a 7-Eleven and there are black men standing in front of the 7-Eleven like Perry's doing today.
So she saw all of us except for Andrew. She would run for the hills. That's what she's saying.
That's exactly what she's saying. But I did not hear that. And
you didn't hear her say that if she goes to
a
7-Eleven.
Not that. No, I know that. I heard that. I'm talking about the affair. I was saying the guy's name is Cameron.
And, say it again.
Cameron. Yeah. And I did not hear that.
Did you hear that he passed?
I heard that when we talked about it on Monday.
No, she's talking.
Mary got him set up. That's what happened, allegedly. Mary had him taken out.
Lola, stop.
I am shocked to hear this, but I'm not surprised because anybody that would sleep with that, she would just run out with anything. So I'm quite sure when she saw Cameron, she just took him because she got tired of people calling her the grandfather ever. So, I mean, who would sleep with that old girl? I'm just saying.
You said
she was only with him for the money.
What money? That was her.
Well, no. I'm saying like to take over the church and all that. I'm saying she was only him for that reason. But rumors I've been hearing, like I said, rumors allegedly, that she's been sleeping with a lot of people, like back then. Just saying.
That's crazy.
Admitted that she and Robert Sr. don't sleep in the same bed.
She did say that.
And I guess since she had Robert Jr., they haven't had sex in a while. I don't even know when was the last time because she never. Every time she say anything, is like I'm not attracted to him. And when you look at her, it looks like when she's around him, she's about to throw up. Well, hell, you should have did that when he touched you in the first place.
Do you believe the rumors that she's a cult leader?
I told y'all she is because I told you. Remember, I have a friend that is close to the source. I mean, close to them, who gives me all the details. And I told you everything she told me when you interviewed the nephew and the uncle. All of it was true because she told me this before the uncle and the nephew even came on the show. And she told me Mama is the one that not started it, but she kind of like put it in motion. Robert Sr. and Mary were the one that kept it going because it was one instance she told me her and Mama was on the pulpit. And Mama just dropped the mic one time and people just fell to their knees just bowing. And I was
my God.
And she told me she turned to look at her and started laughing like.
Let me ask you this, Diva, and because we want to be fair here.
Right.
If you fell in love with your grandfather.
Ain't that kind of weird?
Let me get the
question. You should have chose Lola to ask that question.
No, Diva. If you just honestly fell in love with your uncle, let me say your uncle, because you guys are childish, and if I say grandpa, you're gonna. Andrew, you don't like uncle? Okay, let me start. If you fell in love with your brother.
Oh my God.
Let's go back to grandpa.
Let's go back.
Okay, let me redo. If you fell in love with an older man and it was innocent, should people judge you for that? Don't you love who you love?
What in the Anna Nicole?
You love you love who you love, Sharrell, but I'm not going to love my mother's man if my mother passed. There's no way. There's
And
no
your
way.
grandmother's man
I'm not
with your
doing it.
grandmother's past.
Yeah. I'm not doing it. There's no way.
Don't forget that.
I will starve if my life depended on it. I would starve first. I'm not sleeping with a man that my mother slept with.
You better
I'm not
tell him,
doing
Diva.
it.
Tell him,
There's
Diva.
no way. Yeah.
Okay.
I just like that is horrid, disgusting.
Wait, I have a question. Who do y'all think he thinks better than Sheets, Grandma or Mary?
I can't. No one answer that.
Well, that's too much. That's too much of this Episcopalian
What?
little white boy. Oh, that's too much.
Oh my God.
Everyone's
you
going
say?
crazy in
And
the
they
chat.
said, Sharrell, that Cameron Carson died July 3rd, 2021.
So he just
And they
Oh,
said
so
as he fought a brief illness, but it doesn't say what the illness was.
I heard it was
Mary.
he had brain surgery. That's
Mary.
right.
Was it Mary's cooking?
But I'm hearing that he was married,
Mhm.
and
He
the
said it
word
on the-
started to get out, and that he died from some kind of brain injury. But the people in the church who are cult members are thinking Mary had something to do with it, but that could be because they think she's God and all of that. It's
Yeah.
I have a question. I honestly have a serious question. If Mary has such control over these people, right? Let's say Mary had nothing to do with it. What if one of her cult members, who obviously is brainwashed, thought that Mary was endangered and therefore dealt with the situation on their own accord? You get what I'm trying to say?
You guys are
That's
just
possible.
no, I'm just saying that
That's
Mary has
possible.
something to do with the death. You guys need to stop.
Or what if one of the cult members slept with Mary's side piece and needed to get rid of him before Mary found out?
Okay, let me
Very
read
bad.
this.
That's
I'm
possible.
not-
That's very possible. Because
Stephanie says, here comes my contribution to the 7-Eleven Anti-Cult Action Committee. You guys are so wrong.
That's right,
And we're
Stephanie.
taking it to
Thank
Washington.
you so
baby.
much, Stephanie.
Stephanie's silly. I love Stephanie.
I'm done with Perry. He really outside of 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
All right, let me bring up another caller. Oh my God, we are being messy today.
Look, I know Mary didn't have anything to do with that man's death.
Yes,
but
she
it's-
did. Come on.
Look, it's good to say it, but I mean, I don't believe it, but I just gonna say it. I mean,
I do.
Corey, do you believe the rumors that Mary possibly had an affair on Grandpa?
Probably. Because he spent a lot of time in Florida, so who he buddying up to?
thank you.
Well,
And who want to follow that hog anyway? Because that thing is disgusting looking.
Mary,
Yes, he
is.
Oh,
Mary looks
Why do you keep calling Grandpa thing?
Well, what you want to call it?
Grandpa, what's his name? Grandpa.
I know what
Grandpa
you're
Robert
saying.
Senior. He has
it's
a
thing.
name. Robert
Child.
Senior. Let's give him a tad.
I put him in the same category with Monique Samuel's husband. Ew.
oh,
Now, Chris is better looking than that hog. I'm just
Look
gonna
at
say.
Andrew's face.
Ew.
No, Chris is so much better looking than that hog. Yes, he may be big, but
I agree with
he
you,
ain't as
Danilo. I agree.
ugly.
He
than that
looks
thing.
better, but he ain't that better.
Well,
Okay,
he
Corey, what did you want to sound off on today?
Child. Teddy.
Oh yes. Oh,
Yeah, that scared me.
Oh,
Think of that
Teddy.
female.
Teddy. Teddy has a problem.
What's the problem?
No, call her Kylie. That's who she trying to be.
Oh,
Kylie.
Kylie.
Mhm.
Okay. She's got mental health issues. I believe she does.
You
She has to. She's obsessive.
You
Yeah,
think Teddy
She's
Mellencamp
around
has
bushes.
mental issues?
Oh yeah. She better check around bushes because it's not gonna be Michael Myers coming after her.
oh,
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all. When I saw that picture, I said, "Oh, she is trying to take over Kyle's life. She
Kyle-
bump
she
Kyle
is.
off and be with Kathy and Kim next season."
Have you seen that new Hulu show called what was it? I forgot what it's called. It's like single white females for younger kids. Where the girl goes missing and then the girl becomes real popular.
Corey,
It starts to
stop.
dress like
That's describing half of Hulu. I'm so sorry.
Corey, stop.
okay.
Wait, Corey, can I ask you something, Corey? Who
Yeah.
converts themselves to more basic? Like, who of all people, why would you want to look like Kyle, the most basic of all basic women on earth. Like
exactly.
Andrew,
Another
Andrew, go ahead.
I know why. Because she was see, white people have culture called sororities, and that is some weird stuff, Greek life. So Teddy got rejected in a sorority in college. I'm guessing. And she's looking for validation in a 50-year-old mother of children. Like, it just makes sense. I just think Teddy has something where she needs validation. I mean, she's never going to be as famous as her
Are a lot of
father.
white girls like that? They need validation because they insecure and shit. Yeah, I know it.
Okay.
I think Teddy will do anything to get back as a full-time housewife on the show.
Like, everything enough. She's John Cougar's daughter. I mean, really?
John Mellencamp.
Mellencamp.
John.
Yeah,
John
but
Cougar Mellencamp. Andrew.
Oh, I got. Okay, I see what.
Who's that? I don't know who that is. Who's that?
That's Teddy's daddy.
No, why is he relevant?
He's not relevant anymore.
Oh, okay.
He was at one point.
Yeah, but he got money though.
All right. We got a full audience, so I'm. Corey, what else did you want to say? And then I'm going to bring in a new group.
Sharice. Oh, Sharice. Spending the baby's money. Why?
That is Carmen. Why her ass is not back in Potomac and that house is over there dilapidating the way it is. Don't nobody want that.
I don't want to see her looking high and drunk self every time she talks on Potomac. No more.
You know what?
Bad.
I was gonna say I would rather see her back than the Askale, but I don't want to see either one of them back.
Yeah. I'm just sending prayers to for Katie. I don't have nothing bad for Katie. She's got postpartum, so postpartum is hard.
All right, guys, I'm going to take in some more calls. Thank you for calling in. You are too much. Take care.
Love you. And Sharrell, you know what? Right. It just what Sharice did proves that all of them will do anything for a storyline and should try to stay on the show. You built that $75,000 champagne room and you didn't have the money. You used your kids' college fund. Shame on you, Sharice.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Let me start bringing some more calls. Hold on. Hi, is it Melanie? Oh, Mel.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah.
What did you want to sound off on today?
Well, actually, I was just listening to the show and enjoying it. I'm loving it, loving the panel. It's very funny. Okay, you said Mary and cheating, so that shocked me a little bit. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't think she had.
Hold on, Mel. Do you think Mary would do something like that?
Yes, I do. I do think she would probably do it because I think that she probably been pinned up for years without having, maybe getting it right like she need to. But I was going to say, but I think that maybe she's getting tired of living 3 chapters of the Flowers in the Attic movie. She's sitting up there having a relationship with her family member, and I think that maybe she's getting tired of that. She want to have a real man. She got to get out this drama. Or maybe, so yeah, I think that she's probably out there trying to do something else. Absolutely.
We are so bad over here. We are so bad. Listen, and I really want to be fair. I don't want Mary to think that we are hating on her just in case she comes across this video. I've had her family members on. Mel, do you think that if you purely and honestly fell in love with your mother.
Oh Lord.
Okay, just hear me out. And it was accident.
This getting real redneck-ish, okay?
It's getting real Flowers in the Attic, I think.
Your grandmother. Let's say you accidentally fell in love with your grandmother. Do you think that it would be a shock at first, but after a while, shouldn't the people let it go?
No, I think that any rational person would never let it go. I think that you'd be out your mind to think that it's normal. So, no, I think that if anybody marrying their own family, they should be pointed at and talked at and yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy. It's
you're saying under no circumstances should we accept?
No. Never.
No,
never. Oh no.
Sharrell, I'm looking at you with a side eye now, girl.
I mean,
I'm trying to be fair to Mary. I'm putting myself in Mary's shoes. If I fell in love with my grandfather,
the shoes don't match. She can't dress. The shoes don't match. bitch. Get out them damn shoes.
Well, you know what, Sharrell? What's that actor that married his daughter that they adopted?
Allen.
Yes.
Yes. That's crazy too. That's crazy.
And that would never be right neither.
No.
Right.
Woody Allen guy helped him. He was giving me a little softer version of Jeffrey Epstein. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, he was giving me a little too much of the Predator. So I wouldn't say Mary Husband is in that league, but I think they totally confused and they need Jesus. I would tell you, they need to pray a little harder and to get out these problems. I mean, they have too many complications there. That's crazy.
Let me ask you this, Mel. Do you believe the rumors that Mary's a cult leader?
I don't know. That part I can't even joke about. I don't know. I think she's kooky and nutty herself. Maybe she belonged to a cult. But I'm not sure she's in the head of the cult. But I don't know. It could be. We have to see the evidence on the TV show to see what comes out.
Let me read this super chat. Mary hit it once. Oh God, Bonji. With grandpa and quit it. This is too much. Okay. She got her son is making up for lost time. Let's take on some more calls. This is getting crazy, people. Hi, Freddie. Let's start with you, Freddie. I have to ask you this question. I'm not trying to make it a joke. Let's say you did fall in love with grandma.
She gonna keep doing this all night.
I have to everybody, honey. Everybody. Oh Lord.
I'm trying to see if we're being judgmental to if you fell in love with grandma, wouldn't you want us do you think after a certain amount of time that we should accept it, especially and your grandma had a kid?
No, it's creepy as hell. It is creepy. I mean, I'm sorry. And the other thing with that whole Mary thing is she actually admitted this season that they sleep in separate rooms and that they don't really have an intimate relationship at all. So I definitely think that this alleged affair with Cameron Williams is very possible. And the other rumor that I've heard is that allegedly she put a hex on him. When he left the alleged
I believe it. Let me tell you, because the cult members are probably superstitious, and that's something that they believe that happened because he had a sudden death, and he also had a wife and a kid.
It's possible. I'm not sure, and I think Meredith definitely tipped off the feds about the whole beauty.
No, not thing. Meredith. What's her son's name? Brooks.
Oh my God, he annoys me so much. They're desperate to make him another house.
Go ahead, Andrew. Would you say?
Okay, so Meredith. Word on the street is Meredith hired a private investigator. At the same time, they were investigating Jen Shah to do a deep dive about Jen Shah. Meredith turned everything that she found out about Jen Shah over to the authorities. So that she was kind of integral, allegedly, into the arresting and the arraignment of Jen Shah.
Oh. Wow.
So basically,
we are getting so much tea.
We need the teacups.
No teacups.
So you're saying that you think Meredith, Freddie? Oh my God.
Yes, definitely. She's always hated Jen Shah. And I have heard a similar thing to what Andrew has said. And of course, let's not forget that the FBI and whatever were on this case for ages. So what I think has happened is that it was sort of piecing the final pieces together of the puzzle. And Meredith was a part of that because I felt it was a bit fake the way she acted, shocked when Mary got there. And then she doesn't like her because her annoying son who's desperate.
So she was the informant.
She was the informant. That's what he's saying. This is crazy. I mean, do you think it will come out on the show to make for better TV?
Well, I mean, there is an argument there. I mean, we can see in the trailer that there's an argument over this.
You seen that in the trailer?
Well, in the trailer in the beginning, I think a few of you can probably back me up on this. Is that they did show it, and I think it might be Heather or Whitney that has sort of been saying to Jen Shah that, "Oh, how did you know? How did the feds know that you were a beauty lab and all of this stuff?" And then it was like, and then Jen, because she's got mental issues and has to shout and scream like a banshee, was basically like, Meredith, I swear to God, I'm gonna slap you in the face with your stupid accent where you talk with like one side of your mouth as if you've, I don't know.
Wow. So you're telling me to keep watching Salt Lake City?
Yeah,
it's about to get crazy.
Saying. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And also,
Meredith, sound off. What did you want to talk about today? This is the best show ever.
Oh my God! First of all, I'm so happy Andrew is back here. I've been praying for this moment for a long time, and he knows. I feel like I'm still scared of Mary. This is why I want to direct my anger towards Grandpa. How old was she when they got together? Come on. Like, he is as disgusting, if not more. He was way older than her. It's kind of like pedophilia.
Yeah.
And they're living up to the bad reputation that the Cosby Show got. They need to make a show like the Cosby Church Show thing. I don't know. And
so you're saying, Miriam, that we are misdirecting our anger. It should go to Grandpa because Grandpa was older.
Yeah, because they don't want Jesus after me. She's gonna send Jesus after me. But he's so seriously. I feel like we cannot forget him. I know she is the housewife, but he was way older than her, and he was with his wife. When maybe they got together. Oh God! Ooh.
It's so gross. It's so gross.
And it probably happened on Christmas Eve too. It probably happened on Christmas Eve.
Didn't Mary steal the he was Santa. He was dressed up as Santa and told her to sit.
Oh my God!
I'm done. That was shady. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, okay, let's just take a moment to apologize to the people of Utah, because think about this. This is the second type of reality television they've had, and the first show was Sister Wife. So really, the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City isn't really that much of an upgrade if you think about it. Poor people of Salt Lake and Utah.
I mean, I'm trying not to think bad of Utah, but I don't think I want to go vacation there.
Me neither.
People are scaring me.
Yep. Yeah. Well, be careful with Santa Claus over there. It might be Grandpa.
And the other thing.
It might be Grandpa on 7-Eleven, Perry.
Listen, and this is really bad. I mean, if the rumor of the affair is true, I thought Mary was already crazy. But now you don't even appreciate Grandpa anymore. You just banged Grandpa to get money, and now you're on to someone else, and now you're telling people you're God. And what if she did put a hex on her?
Wait, what about the fact that she stole like her mother's inheritance? Remember, she admitted to not speaking to her mother. Who steals from their own mother? Because technically, if the grandmother died, it should fall to the mother, and then it goes to Mary, after her mother passes.
Yeah.
Like, that's who steals from their own mother. Like, if you do that, you're capable of anything.
Yeah, Mary's really living like a Greek tragedy in a way. She's living this sort of with the family and the money and all that. I'm like, wow.
Some Oedipus Rex type stuff.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm like, whoa.
Now, like I said, last year, I interviewed a couple of her family members.
Yeah.
Should we bring them back, guys?
You
can just pick the best moments.
I want to know who gave me the name. It's Canelo. He's gone. I think he said the guy's name was Cameron. I'm going to do a little research.
Cameron or something like that.
Cameron Williams.
It's Cameron Carson.
Carson?
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Cameron
all right,
Carson.
guys. We are all bad on this panel. It's terrible, but we say what people are thinking. It is. Go ahead, Freddie.
Oh, yeah. What I wanted to say was that, Teddy the Gnat, as that's what Garcelle calls her. Extra TV have employed her now. So she did the interview for Dorit outside of Kyle and Shadida's launch in McIntyre.
Say it again. Who hired her?
Extra TV.
Oh, she couldn't get page 6.
Hired
Teddy.
To do what?
Yeah.
For what?
She's doing interviews with for Extra TV.
Yeah.
Oh
so she's a housewife.
She's a correspondent now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes,
Miriam, that's
is she
giving her way
letting
too
them
much
eat
credit. That
burgers?
is giving her way too much
Yeah,
credit.
yeah, she's like a street reporter, or she's working the street
Andrew?
I
corner.
mean,
like that.
Teddy, we don't want to see you. Just go away and run your alleged starving program and encourage the next person to lick a lettuce leaf.
That's what,
Exactly.
Freddie, you're onto something. My idea for Edwin's security system, they print out pictures of Teddy's face yelling at you. That's 10 times more scary than the faux alarms that they have.
I agree, Andrew. You will lick a lettuce leaf.
Yes.
Oh my God,
If you
them
really
and them
wanna
are
scare off
be scared
burglars,
of Teddy.
have Teddy there.
All right, you guys, our hour's up. Thank you guys for calling in. Andrew, say something to the audience. They were so shocked and glad to see you back.
Thank you guys so much for having such a warm welcome. It's great to be with my good friends Sharrell and Perry on here, and it's great to see some of my old friends again, like Miriam, Freddie. It's so great to see some of you. It's great to meet new of you. It's great to meet new people. We've had some lovely panelists, and if you guys like my YouTube channel, please go check it out. If you guys like me, I have a YouTube channel called Andrew's Lifestyle. I've got some great interviews, some great videos, and some great drama.
And great tea. That's
right. Check them out.
Tea. All right, guys. Thank you all for calling in. We are bad. I'm not going to say we're going to hell because
we're so bad that we're so good.
Yeah.
Sharrell.
And Mel, send us off. Go with your signature. Go ahead, say it.
Okay, so for Mary saying she didn't have an affair, I would give her
All right, you guys. Thank you all for calling. I appreciate it. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
That was such a fun show. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, that was fun. Bye, Lola. Lola, I heard you in the back.
Sharrell, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Would you, if you fell in love with your grandpa, do you feel like people should let it go?
The show is over. The show is over, Lola.
Okay, Sharrell. Whatever.
Bye, Lola.
Bye, Lola.
Bye, Diva. Take care. Andrew, it's been a pleasure. You got to call in more often. That
I do.
It was great. I didn't know the whole audience lit up.
Everyone loved me.
Yeah, they did.
You guys are gonna make me sound like a narcissist, but thank you guys so much for having me on. Thanks again to both of you. And have a great night, everyone.
And thank
all right,
you
brother. You do the same, man.
Take care. Bye-bye. Okay. All right, we got one more super chat. Mary could have told her mother, "Sorry, I'm not marrying your husband once you're gone." That is so. We were so bad. That was a very, very good show. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all the callers, all the support. I want to thank everyone for your super chats. You don't have to support the channel, and you do. So thank you very much. Perry, Gabor, we miss you. Can't wait to see you next time. But everybody needs a couple of days off.
Yeah.
Perry, any last words?
Oh, no, I'm good. I just want to say everybody have a nice evening.
All right.
That's it.
On 3, Perry, we're out. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.